Hey, Marcia. How are you? Waiting for people to kind of pop on. Hey, acting a fool. I like that. How are you? Hey, Lester. Good to see you. Thanks for popping on. I am winding up my Saturday. What are y'all doing? Where are you? Let me know. Let me know where you are and what you're doing on this Sunday evening. Hey, Sinceres, how are you? Lisa, thank you. I said hey before you did, Lisa. I saw you come on. Hey, Brian. Nia, hey, how are you? Hey, Joseph. If you guys could take a minute to share the broadcast, that would be great. We're just going to talk about success. I'm just interested. Hey, Roger. I had a mentoring activity yesterday. Hey, Donald. Oh, you're writing and you're reading. Okay. Let me know what city you're in. I'm interested to see where everybody is. Hey, Alonzo. How are you? I am having a great one. Thank you. It is Sunday. So I had a mentoring event earlier, and we were talking about, they're younger, they're teenagers, and we were talking about definitions of success. And so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. You are in North Carolina wrapping up a paper for class. Oh, okay. What class do you have? That's awesome. Hey, Fran Jr., welcome to Periscope. Oh, Raleigh. Nice. I love Raleigh. North Carolina is so pretty in general. Gary, Indiana. Oh, that's awesome. So I was just curious. Like I said, I was talking to this group of young people. Hey, Leo. Leo says his definition of success is finding his own version of happy. I totally agree. Hey, Tyson, how are you? OKC. Nice for you to be in the house. Hey, Mom. My mom is on. Everybody say, hey, Mom. Good evening. Hey, Claudette, you're in Cincy? Awesome. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the hearts. If you shared the broadcast, just say me so I can say thank you properly. I'm good, Nia. Thanks. I worked most of today, so my brain is like fried. Hey, Derek. With your song watching, sing. Okay. Your son, I think, right? I don't know. We Nigerians like to know what's amiss before contributing. What's amiss with what? There's nothing amiss. Nothing amiss. And so, like I said, we were talking about it, and Leo brings a great point because, hey, Morocco, how are you? Noradine. One of the things that we were talking a lot about is how many people have the definition. Hey, thank you, Joseph, for saying hi to my mom. Many people think that you have the definition. Thank you, Harry. I appreciate it. I just got it done. Many people think that the definition of success is, that it's normally like attached to things. Hey, Dallas, from St. Lucia, nice to see you. Like they attach it to things, they attach it to titles, they attach it to, monetary things or career goals. And I have to admit, hey, Andre, welcome to Periscope. I have to admit that for a long time, that's really how I define success. Like how far along I had gotten in my career, what I was able to provide, but it really was all monetary things. Leandra says, my definition of success is to find inner peace and the ability to take care of myself always without depending on anyone else. Yes, I agree with that. Claudette says, success is what you make it and it's never too small. Hey, Mike, I agree, and that's a good point because success doesn't always have to be this huge thing. Nia, it is, I don't know, I think it's like 7:30 here where I am, somewhere in there, 7:40. It doesn't have to be this huge thing. Sometimes success for me is just the fact that I got dinner made for the kids. Sometimes that's success, but I think we're so busy comparing our success to somebody else's success that we often don't even get a chance to really enjoy the success because either we feel like we're less than because we're not as successful as the next person, or we're always trying to get to, a place where we feel it. So we're not ever really in the present moment because we're always trying to get to the next thing. And I know that's the way I lived my life for a lot of years. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Claudette. Hey, Donald. Success is nebulous and arbitrary. Success to one is failure to the others. That's true, but I want to get away from the failure part of it, because I think that a lot of times we do look at it as, a success or a failure, and a lot of times it's just different degrees of success. So what maybe, what may be successful to me on one day, maybe tomorrow it's something different. And a lot of times I talk about, Lisa succeeded in writing one chapter. That's very good. But I used to compare myself a lot to what other people were doing. Like as a mom, that the fact that I wasn't home a lot, or I wasn't like the make dinner every night or make cookies kind of mom. And so a lot of times I felt like I was I was failing and not really enjoying success in my career. And from a career standpoint, I was always trying to get to the next win. So how do I get to the next level? How do I upgrade whatever I'm doing? How can I make it better? And I think that when you don't, hey Wayne, how are you? I think that when you don't enjoy the present moment, you miss out on so much. And unfortunately for me, fortunately and unfortunately, because I feel like I missed a lot of life because I was so busy trying to get to the next level that I didn't appreciate the moments along the way. I make cookies now. I bake bread every week. I make cookies. I cook dinner almost every night. So now I'm in a different place of success. Like that's success to me now, because I'm really enjoying the present moment. And even though I appreciate like the career that I had, I appreciated everything that I learned. All of that. Well, that was just rude. We have rude people over here on Periscope. I appreciate, all that I learned and all of the opportunities that I got, and, that my kids also got because of my career. But I do think that I missed a lot of them growing up. And that's one of the reasons that I posted today. It's been a year since I resigned from the Tom Joyner Morning Show. And that's kind of what had me reflecting on this. And this is why I was talking about it with the teenagers. I really feel like I missed a lot because I was so dedicated to my career. And so, since I resigned, I'm certainly in a different space. I'm in a different space mentally. I'm in a different space emotionally. I'm just much calmer because I'm not so focused on what has to be done, in the next 10, 15, 20 minutes that I can't enjoy where I am now. And so I just really it was just a really a morning of reflection for me, and just like giving thanks that I was able to position myself so that I could, have more command over my time. And now I realize like everything that I worked so hard to provide, not that my kids don't appreciate it, but it certainly meant more to me than it does to them. And I think that I did find myself. Career is success. I agree. And I think a lot of us are career driven and we're so goal oriented. And I'm not saying that's bad by any means. What I'm saying more than anything is not to place judgments around whatever you feel is successful to you. I just know that for me, success feels different now. Like, I really feel, that just being in this space and really being able to, George Daniels, are you on here? If anybody's from Chicago, obviously you know who George Daniels is, and not just Chicago, but across, he is international. But of course, if you're from Chicago, you absolutely know who George Daniels is. So it's good to see you. And so I just wanted to talk about it. And I'm glad so many of you all have shared what your definitions of success are. Crystal, George. The totem pole of success, whether high or low, each step is a level of being successful. Hey, George, I miss you. I haven't seen you in so long. George has a famous record store in Chicago, George's Music Room, and he even had it. He has one, a branch in Midway Airport. I believe it's Midway or O'Hare, one of the airports in Chicago. And so it's awesome to see you. You should Google George, and you'll be surprised at what comes up. Hey, Chandra, how are you? Hey, Derek. And so I just wanted to talk about it. And actually, I decided this morning. I just decided this morning. I think, yeah, he's definitely a Chicago legacy. Absolutely. I decided that I'm going to do a call every Monday morning. And just a quick call, a 15-minute call. And I'm calling it Success Sessions. And they're only going to be, like I said, 15 minutes long. And I just want a group of people who want to support each other. Hey, DC, how are you? Hey, Rakeem. Support each other and be able to provide. Oh, you had to close at midway? I'm sorry, George. Sorry. But I'm glad you're such a good businessman. I'm sure that move was what was best for you. Success is me getting from point A to point B on time. Well, sometimes, yep, that's absolutely the definition of success. So I actually put the link in the comment section, in the post section, if you want to join, but it's bit.ly/success15, and the S is capitalized. But I'm going to do it every Monday morning. It's going to be a weekly call for whoever wants to join. And like I said, it really is just supposed to be like a support call. We can strategize, we can trade ideas, we can trade motivation. But I feel as an entrepreneur that we don't nearly support each other enough. And I think that a lot of us get so isolated because, as entrepreneurs, we may not have as big of a team as we did, when we were working at a job. And so, like I said, it really, if you want to join, I would love to have you, but it really is for my benefit as much as anybody else's, because I know that I still need to work on my, Lisa, my mind is fine. I've been talking all day, so well, I'm not even going to say anything else, because anything else I say now is going to sound like my mind is somewhere else. Success can be monetary and materialistic, as well as just being mentally satisfied with what you've accomplished in life. I agree. I think everybody kind of defines success for themselves, but I just want to encourage people to, I guess, at times think a different way, because I think we are way too hard on ourselves, and I think that, leave me alone, Lisa. I think we are too hard on ourselves, and I think that, like I said, we're looking at what everybody else has, and we're really kind of comparing ourselves to that. Hey, Mike, welcome to Periscope. And so we really don't enjoy all of the successes that we have. So I think that's really, really important. So James says, success for me is paying the bills on time and living comfortably. I agree. I think that, I agree. I mean, I think that living an abundant life is not necessarily the same thing as being rich. So I think that you can be abundant in your life and have enough, and be happy and, be healthy and have great friends and great family members or whatever. But anyway, it doesn't have to be a monetary riches. Thank you, Claudette. I appreciate it. Donald says, to some, success is actually getting a good night's sleep. To others, it's finding a good job. To some others, it's trusting in the true God, implicity, and trusting in his wisdom. I agree. I think success has definite definitions, so very good. Hey, the Hot Mic Show. Welcome to Periscope. Blessings to you too, Glendon. Thank you. So we can also share wins. Did anybody have any wins today? We've been doing this often at night on Periscope. I am Chicago radio royalty. You know what I was thinking about, Crystal? Actually, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I should do a live and get Howard on here, because Crazy does a lot of lives too from his Harold's chicken shacks. So I'm gonna get Howard on here one day. I haven't talked to him in a couple months. I tried to call him. So if you know Howard, tell him he hasn't called me back. I tried to call him last week, and he was in a meeting with his employees or the HR department. He gave me some reason. But it would be fun to see him on here again. That's interesting. Chicago radio, it's been such a blessing to me in my life. And I met so many people, and there's just so many great talents that come out of Chicago and are still in Chicago. So I really miss Chicago. Success to me is fulfilling the purpose God has placed in front of you. That is success. Donald, how deep do you wish to take this? I don't know what that means. You want to explain what deep means? I'd like to know. So wins for me today. What did I do today? So I had an accelerated session with somebody who he's launching a book next week, and I'm actually going to do an interview with him on my Facebook Live because he has a fascinating story. The book is called The Wicker Diary, and his name is Will Harris, and the book is actually based on the diaries of his grandmother that they found after his grandma had passed. And it's a fascinating story, and it really is a story of transformation and forgiving and healing, and how sometimes we judge people in our families Success can be money too. That's very good. Hey, Most Wanted, how we judge some people in our families and we don't really know their life's history. And so I'm good. How are you, Most Wanted? And so we judge them and we may have hard feelings to them and we don't really understand their story. So it's fascinating and I cannot wait to interview him. I think that's going to be on Wednesday. One of the other things I want to start doing on Facebook Live and Periscope is doing more interviews of people that I find interesting, since I don't, you can. There's nothing, nobody's stopping you from doing it. Hey, Russell, that's funny. Donald, to some, it's a black man being able to walk home without being shot dead by the racists. Yeah, that's making it home alive anytime is successful, so I definitely agree with that. Hey, Simi in the city, how are you? Thanks for all the hearts, guys, on Periscope. I appreciate it. You guys can still share the broadcast. We're sharing our wins, so does anybody else have any wins for today? So I had an accelerated session with that author, which is good. How do I book an author for an interview? Well, it depends. If it's just for Facebook Live, I mean, you can just inbox me, and if, and probably we can work it out. If it's for if it's for the radio segment that I actually have on like terrestrial radio, then you would need to email me because my assistant kind of works those things out. And my email address is support@NikkiWoodsMedia.com. So support@NikkiWoodsMedia.com. But I'm always looking for people to talk to. I was telling Will today during our session, it's like I'm just the nosiest person ever. So I always want to hear people's stories. So that would be perfect. Hey, Christina, how are you? And then I had a writing session with my best friend Mary, who's probably still driving home. And so she came over here and we wrote for a couple of hours. And now I am wrapping up my day. So it has been busy, but I kind of goofed off yesterday. Has anybody seen Flatliners, the movie Flatliners? The boys and I went to go see Flatliners yesterday. Hey, Christina, I got you before you got me. And so I'm just interested in what people thought. I had actually forgotten that there was an original Flatliners with Julia Roberts and Kiefer Sutherland. And actually Kiefer Sutherland is in this movie. But I don't know if I ever saw the original Flatliners, so I don't know how different they are. But this Flatliners was pretty good. I was pretty impressed. So if you saw it, let me know. It was between that and The Kingsman. I was not going to. Nikki, you saw it? Yeah, I didn't think it was bad at all. I didn't think it was going to be that scary. I'll say that. Hey, Berzon, how are you? I didn't think it was going to be scary, but I loved that there was a point to the movie and that there was a message. No, Nikki Woods Media. So support@NikkiWoodsMedia.com. Yeah, the remake is out. So we saw it yesterday. And like I said, it's pretty good. I'm glad we went to go see it. But I did not expect it to be scary like that. Hey, Nathaniel, I'm good. We're just kind of hanging out talking about success. What's your definition of success? I'm taking a survey. I'm taking a success survey. Hey, Knife Burks. Knifey? Is that your name, Knifey? I apologize if I said that wrong. So, yeah. Well, maybe I'll go back and... Okay, good. I'm glad. I hate messing people's names up. I really do. All right, well, maybe I'll go back and watch it just because I'm curious. It was between... So we were deciding between Flatliners and we were deciding between that and Kingsman, but I didn't know that there was another Kingsman movie that came out before the one that's out now. And so one of my sons didn't want to go see it because he hadn't seen the original. So now we got to go see the original before we can see the one that's out now. Hey, Franklin, how are you? Yeah, check it out, Lisa. I really was pleasantly surprised. And Kiefer Sutherland actually makes an appearance in the new movie, Flatliners. And Wendy Raquel Robinson is in it. So I thought that was interesting. So I was pretty pleased. Pretty good movie. Has anybody seen it? I'm not going to see that movie. I don't mind scary movies, but there's certainly not my preference. But I heard it was a really bad movie, so I'm not going to go see it. All right, any other wins before I jump off? I just wanted to encourage you. Hey, Januaries, how are you? You haven't seen it, Knifey? Okay. I heard it was really bad, so it's kind of deterring me from going to see it. Not that I really want to go see it anyway, but... Hey, Valerie. How are you guys? Your daughter went with her friends? What did she say? Did she say it was... Well, how old is your daughter? Because sometimes that depends on what the movie review is going to be. No, haven't watched a movie in a hot minute. We love going to the movies. Oh, my gosh. It's like an event. We love doing it. I'm glad you're well. Oh, you still can't get around past the original It movie. I went to go see, and this is what I'm not going to go see it too. Is success measured by money or perceived value? That's a good question, Gone Fishy. I mean, I think that success is really, oh, she's 16, so she may have kind of an idea. I think success is what you define it to be. So whatever, is your accomplishment, whether it's financial, whether it's career, whether it's, like for me right now, success is being, having control over my own schedule. Like that's success to me, like being able to do what I want to do. And, really just enjoy that. I'm enjoying being with my children. We have so many animals. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We have 4 fish tanks. We have a hamster. We have 1 dog. We got another dog. So now we have 2, and there's 2 children. It's ridiculous. I woke up one day and I was like, I can't believe this is my life. Okay, so George says, set realistic goals that you can achieve consistently. I agree. And I think with goals, you need to have overarching goals, like what's, the plans, like what's your 10-year plan, what's your 5-year plan. But then you also need to break it down into stuff you can do every single day. Thanks for my super heart, Gone Fishy. I appreciate it. So, yes, Christina, that's what we said already. Success is kind of, it's defined differently by everybody. And like I said, for a long time, career success was what was really important. But right now, for me, it's having time, my control over my own schedule. Yeah, Daryl, you know what? And I think this is interesting because I think mindset is a big thing. And I don't think I realized until I started working and coaching and really dealing with people one-on-one that a lot of people, they have jacked up mindsets. Like it's shocking to me. And I guess maybe because I was raised a certain way, and as far as profession and career goes, I mean, there's really nothing I've ever decided to do that I haven't been able to do, but I believe that I can do anything I want to do. But not everybody has that mindset. And so I used to tell people that I never wanted to be a life coach because I didn't want to help anybody get their life together. I just wanted to help them build their business and get the visibility they need to build a successful and sustainable business. But I have found that nothing I do, like no strategy, no plan, nothing I can do will help you attain whatever your goals are for your business if your mindset is wrong. And so I have to do, thank you, Gone Fishy. I have to really work on people's mindset. And I've changed my thinking about helping people with mindset because it's really so important. Crystal, part of the recipe is the work ethic. Absolutely. So I have a really ridiculously strong work ethic, and I get it from my dad, and I get it even from my mom. I think my mom, has a really strong work ethic. So I really believe in providing extreme value. I don't know why I'm pointing I'm gonna put the pen down. I really believe in providing extreme value, whether I'm working for you, and that's just kind of translated into, working for you as a job, or working for you as, you being my client, or working with you. I mean, I just have a really strong work ethic, and I never believe that you should finish until the job is done, whether, you're supposed to, clock out or whatever. I mean, I don't think that you should work yourself into the ground. I mean, I think that life has to be balanced, but I think there are times when you have to put in the extra work to get something done. And I think that if you've agreed to do something, Tess, you just came out of the closet, like the proverbial closet, or were you really in the closet? And how old are you? I'm interested to know because I'm nosy. I'm sorry, you're a gay man. Okay. And so how old are you? So that's my thing on work ethic. But I have found, and this goes back to mindset, I have found that you're 45. Wow. How long ago did you come out of the closet? You said just like today? When did you come out? That not everybody has that work ethic. Now that, well, even when I was managing people, because I managed people in radio too, and so I found that you came out this week. Really? Who was the first person you told besides us on Periscope? I have found that, not everybody believes in working hard. Not everybody believes in doing what they said. Tess, you can't do this to me on Periscope. So you're married? Okay, I don't know if this is real. What did your wife say, Tess? I'm curious. So No, I got that you're married, but what did your wife say? Bullet point it. What did your wife say? I am listening to your Facebook Live for your first marketing client. Oh, she left you? Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, but that's got to be really difficult. And she probably needs time. Like, you've known this for a long time, and you're just now coming out. But I'm sure she probably didn't know. So she probably needs time to adjust, and then you guys can come back together and try to figure that out. I mean, that's... yeah. Yeah. Now you can be who you are, which is important. What kind of client do you have, Crystal? That's interesting. So marketing is fun. I love marketing. So hopefully that'll work out for you. Yeah, Tess, I mean, I'm happy. I would hate to, it must have been so hard to try to live a life, that wasn't authentic to who you are. It's unfortunate that other people like your wife had to get hurt in the process, but I mean, you must have been hurting in the situation too. So I just wish you the best. I hope you get that worked out. Money grants freedom and the ability to focus on your truest self. Yes and no. So my thing about money, and I know a lot of people with a lot of money, and I'm not necessarily including myself in that, but money doesn't necessarily make you happy if you're not happy already. So I know a lot of miserable rich people. I think that money just enhances whatever you were already there. So if your life is a mess and you get rich, it's going to be a bigger mess because you can afford to make a bigger mess. If you're already happy, then money will allow you to have that freedom, but then you'd be just as happy if you didn't have the money because you're already happy. So it really depends on how you look at it. I mean, I think that a lot of people do think that money is like the end all be all, but like Biggie said, more money, more problems. That's the truth. Russell, you need a publicist for acting. If you want to send me an email, we can have a conversation about it. support@nikkywoodsmedia.com. She has a book and she's enhancing her social media presence. Okay, so what is she marketing? Is she still marketing the book, or is she marketing Bygone Fishy? I'll talk to you later, honey. Is she marketing the book, or is she marketing like a business? What is she marketing exactly? Hey, Will, I was just talking about you, Will. Will is the one I was talking about earlier with the book. I was telling him about the Wicker Diary, and the fact that we met today and we were talking about the Wicker Diary, and you're going to do an interview with me on Wednesday, sometime this week. We're going to figure it out. So marketing is interesting. I mean, I think that, it's her first book. Okay, so are you marketing the book, or are you marketing something else? That's my question. Why, Will? Why is that a wow? So you're helping. Okay, got it. So then you got this. I think marketing is interesting because I think people make it a lot more difficult than it is. But I think marketing just is really telling people about all the good stuff that you got. And you can't be, I think we get so scared to, and scared maybe not the right word, but we're so nervous about promoting ourselves and what we have going on. But then we wonder why we don't have clients, and we wonder why we can't sell a book. And that's because nobody knows about it. So marketing is fun for me because I like telling stories anyway. I mean, I like communicating. I like sharing information. So marketing is fun for me because you just get to think of a lot of different ways to do that. And because I think that I have such an extensive background in media, I mean, I'm just used to marketing myself. I mean, but you got to, obviously you got to keep updated on the techniques and what's going on and that yada, yada, yada. So, paying it forward, and the tools are here unlike 20 years ago. Thank you, Will. I don't feel like an encyclopedia, but I thank you. Okay, Russell, you just email me. That'd be great. And marketing, Crystal, that's a great point. Marketing is a lot more fun because there's so many more things at your disposal that you can control. So like 15, 20 years ago, we didn't have like social media like that. And, we didn't have YouTube and Periscope and Facebook Live. So you were really limited in a lot of your marketing techniques. But one of the conversations Will and I was having earlier is that now we're so used to the online marketing that a lot of us don't know how to market offline. So we don't know like the art of networking. We don't know how to like have a conversation and tell people what we do and what value we bring or what our book is about. So we're losing some real necessary offline skills that, you know, we need too. So I think marketing online is great. And I think that, you know, we should utilize it because a lot of it is free and it works and it's effective. But offline marketing should still be a part of the plan, especially if you're trying to grow your business. You can only meet so many people online. And what I have found about networking offline is often you meet clients that are more ready. Hey, Tyler, the creator, you meet clients that are more ready to invest in themselves because they too are offline and they too are out there networking. And so they are interested in really finding a connection that's going to help them grow their business. So I was talking about this on Facebook Live. I mean, I think everybody, if you're trying to grow your business and you're trying to get more clients, you're trying to do this, you really should be at one networking function a week, at least one. And one who always remembers death. I don't know what that means. How is that the definition of success? I need some more clarity around the death thing. I don't know how that works. You should be at least at one networking function a week, and you should be going to at least 2 to 3, if not 4, conferences. Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, you scared me for a minute. Myra says death meaning not taking life for granted. I agree. You know, can you tell I used to be a teacher? It's coming back. So, and you should be going to conferences because what I've found about conferences are even more so than networking in person. At conferences, these are people that already have proven that they invest in themselves. So they've paid the ticket to get to the conference, and they may have, you know, have had to fly. They have to get a hotel. They have to, you know, feed themselves. So they've already proven that they will invest in themselves. So any clients you meet at a conference, they're even more qualified because they have a proven track record of investment. And you want clients that understand that your services are an investment. It's not a bill. This is an investment, and you have to invest in yourself in order to grow your business. And they said, do I like Imagine Dragons? Is that a group? I think so. All right, Crystal. Thanks, honey. Because they say if you're trying to grow your business grows in direct proportion to how much you invest in yourself. And a lot of people don't get that. And even some of the biggest entrepreneurs and the biggest trainers and coaches. All right. We got to block Tyler, the creator, over there on Periscope. They still have coaches. I still have coaches, not just one coach. I have coaches because I recognize that getting to the next level, you know, requires somebody that has skills that I don't ever have. And so you have to find somebody that can take you to the next level. And so that's my spiel. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Debbie, thanks for joining. Sinceres, you love conferences, going to cyber security conference in San Diego next weekend. Well, good for you. Good for you. Hey, Angelo, you're joining just as I'm about to sign off. So thank you guys for popping on. I will be on tomorrow. If you want to join the success call tomorrow, I'm calling it success. And maybe I need to get a different letter here, but success sessions. And like I said, it's going to be a really quick call, 15 minutes. I'm going to do it every Monday because I need to do it. And I'm sure there are other people out there that could use some empowerment and support and stuff going forward. But the link is bit.ly/success15. This is only going to be 15 minutes. Success 15. All right, this is great. I'm coming back point A to B. Enjoyed your show. You're very good. Just go to bit.ly/success15 with a capital S, and it'll send you a link, and it should let you register, and you just join via the link. And then once you sign up once, it'll probably remind you each week because I'm going to do it every Monday. And like I said, it's going to be real quick, 15 minutes, so that we can all just get our day started and get to growing and making money and improving other people's lives. Yep, Jeffrey, I agree with you. I agree with you. All right, you guys, I am off. You guys have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. Bit.ly, but it's L-Y, Dallas, not L-E-E. Now look in the post. If you look in the post, I put the link, so you should get it. Come chat with the black lady. Aren't you funny? Okay, Periscope is not playing nicely today. Sorry, you guys. All right, have a good night. I will talk to you later. All right, see you guys on Facebook. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Carrie. Okay, Dallas, do you have it? Look in the post. Okay, look in the post and you can click on and join that way. All right, see you guys. I hope you have a good night.